The Buckshot Lariat, that's what it was called. Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to part 2 of this video. If you want to understand what that last bit was, watch the end of part 1 and you'll understand. So today we are doing a tag team special, which is going to be, of course, Jurassic Express, he said almost saying Jungle Express, which is going to be Jungle Boy Jack Perry, as Jim Ross keeps saying, and of course Luchasaurus, and the tag team champions, currently, at the point of making this video, which is Pentagon, well, Pentagon Junior, it says here, but it's Pentagon Zero and Ray Phoenix. So, let us jump right in to the next unboxing. We're going to start with Jungle Boy. So let's jump right in with that. I'm going to move the boxes just off camera, like so. Right, so Jungle Boy, part of Series 5, which is a bit different. In the UK, it's strange. We get the series in different orders. We've got Series 2 and Series 5 at the same time. Series 1 took a long time for us to get, but we also got Series 1 and Series 3 at the same time. And possibly Series 4. So let's look at Jungle Boy. There he is, taking on Ray Phoenix. Here is the different ones that are available. So there's the other John Moxley, which I didn't like as much. Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian, I had the opportunity to buy them and turned it down. The thing is Scorpio Sky and Frankie Kazarian and Christopher Daniels are all great wrestlers by themselves, but as SCU, I just didn't like them. There's the other Hangman Page, but quite frankly, I prefer this version, the one from Series 2. Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy. So let us jump right in. And there is the little bit on the side for Jungle Boy. Comes with two additional hands, comes with the open hands and the grip hands. And those are your different things. So let's jump right in. Once again, we do not keep the boxes here. This is part of what we do on this channel. I have no interest in keeping things in boxes. I believe that things should be allowed to, as Zack Ryder used to say, let them breathe. Well, that's interesting. It's actually glued up here at the top now. Didn't used to be. That used to be open, so that's something that's a little bit different. I'll just rip right in here. And there we go, yes. I destroy these boxes and rip them open so you don't have to. So let us see what we have here. I think it's a pretty good sculpt of Jungle Boy, but let's get him out of his packaging before we start discussing him. So let's see the best way to open this. I think if we get this hand out first. The head's a little bit stuck, so we're going to move the legs out first. And this one too. And then if we can get this arm out, then the rest should come out. No problem. And there you are, there's a bit of, what's it called, ASMR. So, yes, here we are. It's really good sculpt for Jungle Boy. In fact, actually, all the sculpts for the AEW guys are really good. They've made the body really good for Jungle Boy, because he is meant to be like a bit smaller. They haven't made a Marco stunt yet, so it'd be interesting to see what the Marco stunt look like. The hair is actually, that's really cool, the way they've done the texturing on that. Made it look really good. Another thing that I'm really impressed with is these boots, because this is actually all moulded. This is its own unique model, specifically for these. And also these unique knee pads, which I haven't seen on any other wrestlers to date. At least I don't think I have. So I think they've actually done quite a lot of unique parts here for Jungle Boy. And if we can just quickly show the height difference, the scale, let's bring Moxley out here, who is quite tall. And you can see that there's a distinct height difference between the two. That, Jungle Boy is almost a head shorter than Moxley, which is, true to life. So they've done a really good job there. he does come with the alternate hands. So obviously Jungle Boy doesn't come with many accessories, as he doesn't really have many accessories in real life. And they haven't just given him accessories for the sake of giving him accessories, which I think is a good thing with AEW. I think it's good that they keep the characters true to what they are on screen. And it's so tempting to just, try and give them additional things, or try and change something, but it's really good that they don't. So let's put Jungle Boy over here, and we'll get his tag partner, Luchasaurus, out. So let's look at the Luchasaurus box. So you see, once again, he comes with the additional hands. He has the grip hands and the open palm hands. There is big Luchasaurus himself there. Yep, that is certainly Luchasaurus. And once again, this is Series 5. So let's just dive right in. So Luchasaurus has a lot of tattoos, and I think tattoos can look really cool on a figure. But I think they've put a lot of effort into making Luchasaurus, look special. Because he does have a different look to, the rest of the regular wrestlers. And it's quite cool that they've put effort and detail into doing all of that. Yeah. Immediately coming out of the box, there's a strong smell of rubber from them, so not sure what that's about, but yes, here we are. There is Luchasaurus. Once again, you can see that the tattoos look really good. They've got the tattoos across the entire area. But let's get him out of his prison. I think he looks like he's going to be quite tall as well, which is, of course, correct, because he is a dinosaur. And dinosaurs tended not to be, well, there are dinosaurs out there that's actually quite small. But the dinosaur the Luchasaurus is quite a tall one. And there we go. So here is Luchasaurus. He's actually very flexible right out of the box. He's got a bit of plastic going on here. This must be because of this part here. So let's remove that, because that obviously isn't. It must be to keep the belt from rubbing off on the figure in the packaging. I think the best thing to do here is just to give this a little cut, and then we should be able to take that off. Like so. So, I've not actually seen a lot of close-ups of Luchasaurus's tattoos, so it's quite cool that it's like a kind of roses that's on the back here. Looks like it's more of, it's a very kind of sort of earth elemental theme. He's got something written here. I've never noticed this before, but let's see what that says. It says eat. Oh, it might be Latin or something like that. Maybe it's fat attito to pray. Is it anything else? To pret. Don't know what that means, but I'm sure you can Google it. So this is actually my favourite mask for Luchasaurus. It's the green and gold version. He uses a different one now that's a little bit more plain, that I don't like as much, but I like the detail on this. It's also quite cool that they've got the tongue out, which Luchasaurus has been known to do quite a lot. And you can see they've actually moulded the side of it here, so you can kind of see the side of the face. This doesn't come off. That's just the way it's moulded, and that's a really cool feature. I don't know what kind of scanning technologies exist now, whether that's just exactly the way it was, but it's really cool. One of the interesting things that I didn't realise is that his feet is actually just toes. So I'm wondering if that, I'm going to have to look at Luchasaurus the next time I see him wrestle and see if his boots are actually, boots that have like toes on them, to make them look like their feet, or if he actually does just wrestle barefoot, but uses these big knee pads and shins. So that's interesting. And let's check out the height difference between Luchasaurus and Jungle Boy, and we'll see. There you can see exactly how perfect that looks together, and that's one of the really cool things that I like. There was a time back in the old days with WWE figures that they didn't really care. They just made them all the same height, apart from Big Show, who they made like maybe about half a centimetre taller. But I remember that from back in the very old Jack Pacific lines. So see that the feet are not exactly. So let's just quick little test of flexibility. We'll see if we can do the entrance pose with Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus, where Jungle Boy rides his dinosaur into battle. So first of all, the knees don't bend, or they don't stay bent because of these knee pads. So that's a minor issue, but nothing so special. But can they stand like that? And can it be held? That is the question. More of it is more the detail of Jungle Boy staying on there. I think they could, but Jungle Boy's knees and refusal to bend kind of prevents it from happening, which kind of sucks. So unfortunately we can't, not without some flexible posing. I just thought I could do it quickly on camera, but unfortunately not possible. Largely it is these rubber knee pads that are the issue that's causing it, because there is a double knee bend in here, hidden under here, but the knee pads are like so big, like so tall, that it's preventing the flexibility from staying. So that is fine. Luchasaurus is really cool, actually. In terms of unique figures, in terms of how cool they look, I think Luchasaurus is probably one of the best in the line. I noticed the flexibility. The leg does go right up pretty easily, which is fine because he's supposed to use his tail whip, which is his big roundhouse kick, similar to Aleister Black's. And I just realised that they're off camera, so let's rotate the camera just a little bit. This camera would stick. There we go. Right, let us move on to the next figure. We've procrastinated just long enough with our first tag team, and we'll move on to Rey Fenix. So let's take a look at Rey Fenix, former AAA World Champion and current Tag Team Champions with his brother. So this is my favourite version of Rey Fenix and Pentagon. It's the plain, like, sort of black and silver, and you can only get this from Series 2. There's a later series where they've got, I think it might be Series 6, that they've got black and gold, but the black and silver one, I think, is the nicest versions of them. So let's open it up. Once again, a lot of tattoos, a lot of details that are going to go in here. So let us check it out. I remember when I first saw Rey Fenix, that specifically because he was called Rey, which is of course the word king, that there was a lot of comparison to him with Rey Mysterio, but Rey Fenix is so much more than just a Rey Mysterio ripoff. Really, really good wrestler, great at being able to tell a story in the ring. Very athletic, very gifted, and also willing to do anything. The tag team match, there was the steel cage tag team match that they won the titles against the Young Bucks, is certainly a match of the year candidate. It'll be interesting to see how that goes later on. So Rey Fenix comes with no accessories, just exactly as he is. So let us open him up and see how he looks. Arm's caught in here, elbow is caught in there. Take out the legs. And there we go. That is the way that he came out, which is not very flattering at all. We'll just get rid of that and fix him up just a little bit. So, yes, there we go. So let's take a look at him. He has really nice details. One of the really cool things is that all these tattoos become so clear when you see them on the figure, which you can never actually really properly see in the ring themselves. And he has so many tattoos that I wasn't even aware of. I mean, like, that looks like an actual thing that you could probably read. There you go. Not even going to attempt to read it. It looks like it's, I don't think it's English, but it's very, very interesting. But I mean, it wouldn't be English because they are not English. I think they are from, I can't remember. And I don't want to disrespect them by saying the wrong place, so I'm going to stop my guess right there. This is really cool, actually. Right, so see this tattoo here? It actually lines up with the shoulder joint, and this part here also lines up exactly like that. So if you move the shoulder, you can see that the tattoo is out of line. So you have to keep that shoulder tattoo correctly, the arm has to be kept in this kind of pose. But that's really cool, actually, that they even have something like that. They must have been thinking, okay, how do we do this? And that was what they came to. So, and there across the knee pad it says Mexican. So they are from Mexico. Mexico was what I was going to guess, but I was worried in case they weren't. Because obviously that would be quite bad. But yeah, I really love, see just the flexibility on these figures as well. It's really cool to see, and we're out of focus. So now that we have Rey Fenix, let us bring out the other half of the tag team of the Cero Miedo, which means no fear. I think I butchered that a little bit. Blame my Scottish accent. So, let's look at the box first before we start cutting it open. And there he is. Looks like he's beating up one of the Young Bucks. Can't tell if it's Matt or Nick Jackson from the back. But I can tell that it's from Double or Nothing. I can see that. So that's quite cool. Pentagon Jr., once again, of course, no longer called Pentagon Jr., is now called Pentagon Zero. Is Pentagon something Zero? This is going to be this video's version of me forgetting the Buckshot Lariat, where I forget Pentagon's actual current name. The reason he's not allowed to be called Pentagon Jr. anymore is because I believe he lost the right to it. I believe he lost the right to the name, so he changed it to something different. Try and get the scissors under this last little bit here. Get this bit open, and it is, there we go. Just a little bit of refusal. And here we go. I remember the first time I saw Pentagon Zero, I didn't know what to think until I saw him do the package pile driver. And I was like, oh my god, he's doing Kevin Steen's package pile driver. And that's when I was 100% on board the first time I saw that. And now he does the tag team package pile driver with Rey Fenix as well, which is very, very cool, considering that Kevin Owens is not allowed to use the package pile driver in WWE because it's too dangerous. And these two are maniacs. They'll just happily go along with all of that. So let us get him out of his box. There we go. That can stay over there. And I really love this accessory that is the Say Romero hand. I think that's really cool. But let's look at the detail. I mean, the detail on the face is so good. It's so good. I really love Pentagon's mask because it's so different from everyone else's masks. And here we have, again, a lot of tattoos that I wasn't even aware of. Once again, so it looks like this is a shoulder tattoo that will line up if you get it properly. That looks to be it there, so that's pretty cool. Does this one have the same thing? Oh, sorry, I don't have that on camera. It looks like maybe in the down position is the correct one. Yep, there we go. There's it all lined up. So it looks like some kind of dragon or something. That's quite cool. It's really interesting to see just all these different tattoos that you've never really seen or spent the time to look at. Because obviously when the wrestlers are in the ring, they don't tend to just stand still. Oh, once again, Pentagon has some lines here as well. I wonder if this is possibly the same. No, maybe it's different from what Rey Fenix has on his arm. So, that is pretty cool. I believe Pentagon and Rey Fenix are real-life brothers rather than the traditional, wrestling brothers like Edge and Christian, who, of course, aren't actually related. But they were on-screen brothers for the longest time. Once again, a lot of detail here. We have this plastic part going on here, which is quite cool. It allows for a lot of mobility and flexibility. Once again, we have the knee pads. I really love, see just the detail that they put onto all these things. It would be so easy for them to, it'd be so easy for them to just reuse, boots or reuse, different parts and just recolor them, which I'm sure they do to an extent. I mean, like, the elbows, the forearms, the upper arms, the shoulders, probably, but yeah, I think we'll maybe go with that pose. I think that looks kind of cool for the Sierra Mero. But AEW are willing to, just have the additional molds created each and every time, which is very, very cool for them to do that. So I believe that is us for our videos. We've got a whole bunch of pretty cool little figures here. All of different sizes and different uniqueness, and a Daniel Bryan sneaking in there at the side, pretending to be an AEW figure. If we do something like that, I think that's maybe a little bit better. Try not to hide. Hangman Page, and there we go. That's a beautiful little Christmas calendar, a Christmas card kind of photograph of nonsense. So feel free to use that if you're into that sort of thing, which I'm not. So that is going to be it for this video, folks. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, give us a like, share and subscribe to see more content like this. Remember, you can leave a comment, and if your comment is read out, if you get 3 comments read out, I read out 1 comment a week. then you'll win yourself a prize worth £100 and it shall be sent out to you. And if you want to talk to me directly, you can find me in the Discord in the description below. And that's going to be it for this video, folks. I hope you all enjoyed, and we'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.